Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. Alright, so today I'm going to be using 2 accounts in World 370 at the fishing trawler, and I will be picking up all of the fish as well as anything else on the ground for 10 hours. Now, the benefit of using 2 accounts is that when one inventory is full on one account, I can simply bank, and I can at the same time continue to click and fill up the next account's inventory with fish. So the 10-hour timer has been started. It looks like the fishing trawler game has just ended. Each game takes about 5 minutes from start to finish. And now we wait for this fish to spawn. This is all of the fish from each game spawning on the ground. It stays on the ground for a little while, but sometimes it does despawn if you're not quick enough, or if there's just simply too much fish to pick up. The despawning rarely happens though, because not only am I picking up fish on 2 accounts, but I also have competition, which makes me always go for the most expensive fish first, this being the raw manta ray. Unfortunately, in this first clip, I didn't get any manta rays, but I got the second best fish, which is just a tier down, and that would be the raw sea turtle. And before we continue, I do want to give a shout out to Ironside Computers. They've been supporting the channel thanks to you guys for over 5 years now, and recently they came out with a new limited edition build, as you can see on screen. This one is called Little Beasts. Definitely unique in more ways than one, and with Ironside, you can also forge your own PC and customize it to your exact liking, and they will take care of the building part and ship it out to you safely in no time. Make sure to use the discount code MrNoShipCost for free shipping with any purchase if you're looking for a PC in the near or far future. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. So we have another game ending. As you can see, the huge influx of people. That's why it does help to have Entity Hider turned on for this, so that you can just see the drops themselves. And as you can see, not only are we picking up fish, but there's also a ton of oysters that come along with this as well, and the occasional pot or bucket that's just, you know, laying around. You will notice this tree that comes with 2 normal plank spawns that respawn every 30 seconds, and so I'm going to be picking up these planks while I wait for these fishing trawler games to end, because they are valued at 300 GP each, and there's a lot of competition while picking up this fish. Sometimes I don't get all the fish that I want to get, and this is mainly due to other accounts being devoted to this activity. There's not that much competition in the night times, but middle of the day, afternoon, you know, peak time, there are quite a few low-level accounts, usually hovering around the level of 50 or 60 combat, that just for some reason can click a lot faster than I can, and these accounts end up getting priority on all the expensive fish. Once they have a full inventory, it kind of leaves me just with all the leftovers, you know, the swordfish and the lobster, and the bank is so close by that these quick clicking accounts, because I don't know what to define them as, they didn't say a word, so maybe they're a bot, but I don't want to accuse someone of a bot just because they click faster than I can. I don't think that's fair. So with that being said, with the competition and all, I did my best. You know, I consider myself a pretty quick clicker on both accounts, and having the access of 2 accounts did speed up my banking, and it helped me save time where others probably couldn't. And it would be nice to have 10 accounts here doing this, you know, that'd be really nice, but I just can't afford those bond prices, so I don't know how some other people can manage that, but I do respect the grind. Focusing on 2 accounts is hard enough, let alone more than that, especially 10. Nevertheless, though, it is impressive, and this is just another activity around the game that it helps to have multiple accounts here, especially when it's daytime and there's just more fish on the ground. At nighttime, it's a lot more relaxing, but you know, I was doing this actually up until midnight last night, and I would say it really died down around 11 p.m. So this activity does stay pretty active if you want to get your fishing trawler outfit, or if you just want to try out this picking up fish method. We're about to come up on the first hour here, so we'll see what we're looking at in the price check. You know, those planks are going to help out. I was also trying to pick up the cooked fish, but even with the Entity Hider, you guys can't see who's picking them up, but it's not me, so yeah. According to that guy in the chat box, this is a steep idea for a video. I even Googled what steep meant, but I think he was referring to picking up items on the ground. Maybe not the best video idea, but I honestly took this idea from the top comment on my last video where I was picking up Guardians of the Rift loot. Well, actually, the top comment was picking up hot dogs out from under my oven for some strange reason, but the second top comment was coming to fishing trawler in World 370 and just picking up all the fish. Is this a reasonable money-making possibility? We're about to find out, because hour 1 has been completed. It looks like the overall value of the bank tab on the 20 Defense Pure is 136k, and on my main account, Mr. No Sleep, 40k. So that is, I would say, underwhelming, but expected at the same time. 200k total if we round up for the first hour. Oh, I'm actually laughing at how horrible my math skills are. That's actually 180k, so. And that was with some competition. So there is potential to make some money here. I think it just depends on if you're alone versus if there's 2 or 3 other people picking up fish with you. And also just the population of the fishing trawler world. You're usually going to want to come here when it's most crowded. So that would be from, I would say, like 2 p.m. EST up until 9 p.m. EST is a safe bet. And you're going to want to be able to click very fast, because the more expensive fish that you're able to pick up, for example, the manta rays, the sea turtles, those 2 are the main money makers. Everything else, even the sharks, are not worth that much. They will add up in quantity, but the quality of them, you know, it's just not there. So either way though, you're always going to be picking up something, and this could be a potential money maker for any level 3 who doesn't have access to anything. You just have to somehow make your way to port. You just have to somehow make your way to the fishing trawler area, and then you can just simply pick up all this fish. Some people in the last video did say regarding this idea on that specific comment that they actually train their cooking up. They'll be bank standing at this fishing trawler location doing something like fletching or herblore, and while the games continuously end all hour long, for every 5 minutes that goes by, they just go spot the fish on the ground and simply pick it up, cook it after that for cooking XP, or simply bank it and have some extra profit while you're doing a bank standing skill. Of course, this is tedious. It's constant left clicking. It can be loud, especially if you're, bashing at your mouse. So yeah, it gets a little frustrating, but some people play on their phones, some people play on iPads. So you never really know. It just kind of depends on your preference. And if you actually want to try this out to make some money, would I recommend it? Absolutely not. But I do these things so you guys don't have to, and you guys get the answer you're wanting. How much you can make here an hour, and is this, worth doing ever in your life? And the answer to that with most of these videos is no, of course not. Do something smarter, do a little Slayer, kill some Vorkath, do those things. Don't come here and pick up fish. I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't, but it makes for a colorful bank tab, seeing all these raw fish, all these strange items. I got a bunch of swamp tar, swamp paste, got my hands dirty picking up those leaping sturgeons. So, all sorts of nice things. Polished buttons you see here pretty commonly. There is a demand for them somehow, so, you want to be picking those up as well. I didn't end up selling the burnt food that I collected, but I kept it, so maybe one day we'll cash in on that. I just have to check Flipping Old School's video about burnt fish, because I know you can sell it, but I don't know enough about it yet, so we'll keep that in mind. But either way, my fashion scape changed a few times during this video because I was interrupted while recording it to do the Muddy Key video, so don't mind me, just switching up the look a little bit. And as it goes for those accounts that mysteriously click faster than me, I would assume they're just like a low-level bot that camps this location. I mean, it's no effort at all. You just have to have membership, and of course I'm not recommending someone bought this, but it is consistent 100 200k an hour, and you don't need anything for it. I think you need like level 15 fishing to actually do the fishing trawler minigame, but to actually pick up this fish, yeah, you just need bank space, and everyone's got plenty of that. And I do want to say regarding the length of this video, it being a 10-hour grind and not a 20-hour grind, the reason the Guardians of the Rift video related to picking up items was 20 hours was because there was 2 different spots to pick up items, and if I ever encounter that in the future, for example, like picking up items in the wilderness, you can go to Bounty Hunter and then you can go to PvP, different areas. I will certainly extend the video hour-wise as necessary, but for this one, it's just the same 2 spots. So I figure using 2 accounts and just doing a 10-hour video pretty much shows you guys enough results for you to make a conclusion on this. So yeah, I didn't want to say like I was lazy and didn't want to do this for 20 hours. That's not true. I would definitely have done it, but I'm trying to make this a series where everything makes sense. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Well, we have 4 hours left in this video. I had so much footage for this. I had over an hour and 40 minutes of just straight up picking up stuff and banking it. What an experience it was. While I was doing this on 2 accounts and, in between games and whatnot, I did get a lot done on my Iron Man. I've done about 14 hours of Temporos, so I have 16 more hours to go in that video, and then you guys will see loot from 30 hours of Temp. Really looking forward to that because I started that video at 0 kill count on the Iron Man, so we're going to unlock all sorts of great items, so stay tuned for that. You should see it hopefully in 3 to 4 days from now. And again, if you guys have any ideas or suggestions regarding this series, which is of course on the side, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to go and pick up some more stuff around RuneScape. I think the top suggestion right now I'm getting is greater Necreals in the, or maybe they're just called Necreals, but either way, they're in the Catacombs of Korend. Maybe I can show up there and bring High Alk and start looting full time for people who are doing Slayer. I'm not not sure how that'll work out, but that is definitely up there in the list. So if you have anything similar to that, make sure to leave it in the comments, and I will get to doing it for 10 hours or up to 30, depending on what it is and where the locations are. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for the continued support. Recently, we gained 4 new channel members all in the same week, so that's just incredible. I think we're up to over 15 now, so thank you guys so much for the extra support every month. And with that being said, guys, we are now wrapping up this video. Loot from 10 hours of picking up fish has been completed. Let's see how much I made. All right, so in 10 hours time on this account, I made 1 million GP. We have over 300 manta rays, over 200 turtles, 100 sharks, 1,400 swordfish, and 400 lobster. 400 oysters as well. Looks like almost 20 polished buttons and over 374 planks that I proudly can say I manually picked up, as well as everything else in this video. But, you know, I had to run further out for those planks, so keep that in mind. But anyway, the overall price check, just the essentials, just pretty much everything you can expect here, 1,022,000. So that is incredible. Definitely exceeded my expectations. And we still have another account to do another price check on. So let's see what we have on the main account. Not nearly as much, but still rounded up 700K. Still over 1,000 swordfish and closer to 1,000 lobsters on that account. So not bad at all. The overall loot, 1.7 mil made from 10 hours of picking up fish on 2 accounts. Made a lot more here than I did at Guardians of the Rift, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and trade all of the essential loot from this video to my 20 Defense Pure Swerve's house. Whose house? And we're going to combine that loot with the tab from Guardians of the Rift. So as you can see, it's all cleaned up here. Really all the essentials from this video. I kind of got rid of all the junk, but we still have the burnt fish somewhere else. Don't worry. Gonna go ahead and add this tab in to the Guardians of the Rift tab. So now we're keeping track of all of the loot that we've acquired in this 2 video series so far. So the real question is, what's next? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon with 30 hours of Temporos or something else that's PVM related. A reminder to check out IronsideComputers.com. Use discount code MrNoShipCost for free shipping with any purchase. A big thanks to them for all their support, and a big thank you to you guys for all your support. Special shout out to DeceptionZ, xXzoticx, Angelzblood, and Necro. Thank you guys, and until next time, Mr. No Sleep out.